Well, Donald Trump's criminal trial in the Manhattan district started up again today after a day off. But before the trial was to start, they had another hearing regarding Donald Trump's continuous violations of the gag order. You remember they had a hearing last week, and then on Tuesday, Judge Marchand came back and said, I'm going to fine you $9,000 for 9 violations of the gag order. But Judge Marchand also said something else. He said, I realize that $1,000 isn't necessarily going to be that much of a punishment to somebody who has a lot of money, but that's all I can fine you. So over time, if it continues, my only other option is to put you in jail. Well, that's pretty ominous. So they had another hearing this morning for new violations that came before that decision from Juan Marchand. He hasn't come back with a decision as to what he's going to do there, but it's interesting. The prosecution is asking for more $1,000 fines. Some people might ask, why would they do that? Well, the reason they would do that is because by putting Donald Trump in jail, that might slow things down or cause some confusion in this particular trial. They don't want that to happen. It's going well. It's moving along, and within 2 months or less, this is going to be done, and there will be verdicts, presumably multiple guilty verdicts, and they don't want anything to slow all that down. I get that. But then the judge has a problem too. He doesn't want this courtroom to become a circus. He too wants this to run pretty efficiently, so somehow he's got to stop Donald Trump. So he probably will fine him $1,000 because these violations came just before his last decision. You give him one more last chance, apparently. But if he continues, he's going to have to do something stronger, and the only option he has is to put him in fucking jail. I think the judge is hoping against hope that this leverage against Donald Trump, this weight hanging above his head, will slow him down and shut him up. You and I both know better. At some point, he's going to fucking panic, and he's just going to start spewing, and he's going to get in trouble. But then the question is, do you put him in jail and fuck with the trial and slow that all down? I'm not a judge. I am not even a lawyer. I didn't even graduate from fucking college, but here's what I would do if I were the judge. I would say, if you keep doing this and we catch you, I'm going to put you in jail, but not till after the trial. When this trial ends, whether you win or lose, you got 3 days in the fucking pokey. I don't know if that's a reasonable resolution to the whole thing, but somehow, some way, he's got to make sure that Donald Trump keeps his fucking mouth shut. And I trust Judge Juan Marchand knows a lot more about this than I do, and I'm sure he's got a plan.